episode. Gas Network presents sports for the culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I.
Rome.
D-Malo.
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
To the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
What up, everybody tuning in? You know, you see the headline. It's the Gas presents sports for the culture, and it's the Gas NFL mock draft. It's that time of the year again. We're gonna hit you with that mock draft. You know, the first annual mock draft. We've been doing it for a number of years now. First one went viral. This one about to go viral too. Let me go ahead and introduce the fellas. We'll be representing each of us. Will be representing different teams. We will divvied up the teams equally. And we'll be making selections on behalf of all the teams involved. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the panel. I'm Scruffline, and second spot.
Do my man.
Block two.
It's a little different. The layout's a little different, but hey man, y'all know the name. At Bryce XXV Double I, aka Mr. Big Leaguer, aka the Good Mister. You know the Good Mister never lies to you. So, Arizona Cardinals, Detroit Lions, Los Angeles Chargers. You're in luck tonight because you're getting a great pick. Let's get it.
All right. We like that. Cell block 3.
Hey man, you know who it is, man. Your boy Young Rome, 22, man, on all socials. If you tuned in for the first time, man, you picked a great episode to tune into, man. The Gas mock draft. All the loyal listeners out there, followers, they know what time it is, man. Our mock drafts are always on point. So, welcome, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And
Wait, you gotta announce your teams, though, man. You gotta let them know what teams you got, bro.
Oh yeah. The teams I got tonight, I got the Texans, I got the Bears. The Commanders, Vikings, and the Saints. So we locked in, man. I got some good picks for these guys.
All right, pulling out of lane 4.
It's your boy D-Malo, and I just want to say, when you guys start calling players playoff such and such, that's now considered a form of disrespect, especially when this dude is doing it not just 1 year, not just 2 playoffs, but 3 playoff run. So when you say my man's name, Jimmy, make sure you add the motherfucking Butler up in this motherfucker, because my man's were nutty fucking buddy. Hey, yo, how y'all Bucks doing, man? I know I'm salty as a Bulls fan and we let him walk, but fuck, damn, that was a fucking game. And let me put a cherry on top for the guy next to me, because then King James out here fucked him out and gave that other boy the 40 that he was asking for. 20 rebounds and 22 points. And that's what you call a fucking playoff game. Fuck, what a night.
All right. Last but not least. Last but not least, man. Lane 5.
I don't even know how you come after that. T-Buggy, man.
My bad, T. I love you, but goddamn, what a night of sports last night.
Ended. Hey, but yeah, man, NBA has been good, man. Great first round, good performances. I like LeBron's 20 and 20. Jimmy Butler did go crazy, but you know, this is football. We back to football, man. So
you know, a lot going on in the NBA, man. We don't have to just table that.
If you want a basketball take, I do think the Bucks will win the next 3. They're that much.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, hopefully Giannis can heal up some more. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of injuries going around. Embiid needs a LCL. Yeah, it's a lot of injuries going around, but you know, good team's gonna overcome that. But yeah, football season, and let's get to round 1 of the mock draft. You know what I'm saying? And I got the Seahawks, Titans, Steelers, Cowboys, and I got the Chiefs. So, you know,
nice. You got some good squads.
AT, I heard Scruff offered to give Joel Embiid an LCL transplant if he needed one, bro. I'm asking you willing to sacrifice his own LCL, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not using mine, so
Yeah, he'll take yours, tear that joint, need another one.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh man.
Here we begin.
2 weeks.
Here we begin.
Hey man, we gonna leave my man alone, man. We need some rest. We just got some extended rest thanks to the Atlanta Hawks. So shout out to Atlanta Hawks, man. But all right, let's get into the mock draft. First team on the clock will be the Carolina Panthers. On behalf of the Carolina Panthers, I will be picking on behalf of the Carolina Panthers. I have the number 1 pick. It is I. With the number 1 pick, the Carolina Panthers pick quarterback Bryce Young from the University of Alabama. We feel as though this is a quarterback that we can build around with a fresh offense. We feel that we have all the tools. You know, we have a quarterback coach. We have a whisperer, as they say, and Bryce Young is somebody that's been playing at a high level. One thing about Bryce Young is his poise, and that's why we picked him. Number 2 on the clock is the Houston Texans.
Yes, sir. So the Houston Texans, we're gonna go ahead and pick C.J. Stroud, the quarterback out of Ohio State. Me personally, I'm not big on Ohio State quarterbacks, but I do think that he'll be a great fit for the Texans. I mean, they need their QB of the future, and they're not in a position to pass up on him here. So I think Thursday night, this will be pretty much a no-brainer. Yeah, so they're gonna go C.J. Stroud, and I'm going C.J. Stroud here.
All right, that's 2 quarterbacks off the board, 1 and 2. Now with number 3 pick, I like this. We go on auction style. Number 3 pick, Arizona Cardinals on the clock. Good Mister has the pick.
The good Mister has the pick, and on behalf of the Arizona Cardinals, the good Mister selects Will Anderson Jr., Alabama. This is a no-brainer if you're the Cardinals and you decide you're not going to trade the pick because you've been building possibly the fastest defense in the league over the last couple of seasons. I mean, you drafted Zaven Collins at linebacker, Isaiah Simmons at linebacker. Who knows what's going to happen with my guy Budda Baker, right? But if they're able to retain him, you're just adding more speed, more explosiveness to a team that needs some more pass rush. Best and you're probably getting the best player in the draft with Will Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, can't argue with that. First defensive player off the board, Will Anderson from Alabama. Number 4 pick goes to the Indianapolis Colts, and picking for the Colts, DeMelo Ragu.
Robert Jones from the Georgia Bulldogs, offensive tackle, because God knows that the Colts need a fucking offensive line and not draft fucking a quarterback just for another asshole to retire on them or just to have the same show we've been watching the last 3 years. These guys need a offensive line. Jonathan Taylor needs an offensive line. And it's just pitiful that he got hurt this year. Now you're going to need to give him an offensive line so that way he can stay healthy and can run better these upcoming season.
I'm going to run this back before one more time just because you're my homie, man. Are you sure you want to go with Broderick Jones?
Yes. Yes, that's a big boy right there, bro. What are you talking about? These guys just won the state champion. They just won the national championship. That offensive line was great because of him.
All right.
I think he's the better offensive line out of all these guys coming out this draft.
All right. So why not quarterback?
I just told you why those assholes don't have an offensive line. This for what? This for those assholes let them get sacked? The fuck? These guys need an offensive line. The fuck?
All right. First curveball of the draft. The Colts foregoing a quarterback off the board and are going to go with an offensive lineman because the Nationals don't have an offensive line.
They don't have an offensive. All right. Name me the offensive line that they have. Name me those guys. If you could name any of those guys. Besides,
I don't got time for that. I'll take your pick. We're gonna move on.
I mean, Quentin Nelson's pretty good though.
But besides Quentin Nelson, who do they have? Yeah,
They
thank
got
you very
guys.
much.
They
They don't got
guys over
shit,
there.
bro. You got some of the worst defensive linemen just running through those gaps. They ain't got shit over there.
If the Colts don't draft a QB here, it probably means they have some type of play for Lamar Jackson in a trade. That's what I would think.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
Then Baltimore would get fleeced by Indianapolis once again.
As they
That'd be
should.
that would be interesting. Deep rooted, actually. All right, we're moving on to the pick number 5. The Seahawks. I'm not sure who picks. I think this might be T.
With the number 5 pick, the Seattle Seahawks select defensive lineman Georgia, Jalen Carter. Arguably, the Seahawks were at their best when their team was, the best on defense. They got Woolen, they got Jamal Adams, they got names in the back end. They need some guys up front to get that interior penetration. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a lineman. So Jalen Carter is easily the best pass rusher, defensive lineman, I think, in the entire draft, and probably within college football, SEC, last 5-10 years, maybe more. So that's the pick, Jalen Carter.
I agree with you, T. I agree with you. I was eyeing him as a potential landing spot for my Eagles. Number 6 pick, Detroit Lions via the LA Rams, courtesy of Bryce. Number 6.
Yes. So with the 6th pick, the good Mister selects, well, I should say on behalf of the Detroit Lions, the good Mister selects. Sorry, I lost my mind. Tyree Wilson, edge, Texas Tech. This pick is a little bit of a luxury pick. I think the Lions have been building up their defensive line. I think you pair Tyree Wilson on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson, and you've got something that's going to be dangerous for years. I think Tyree Wilson is one of those guys that you might see him mocked in that 15 range right now, but when it comes draft day, if you hear his name called in the top 10, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the first edge rusher taken off the board. I think teams are falling in love with him as this process moves on.
All right, I like that pick. Just so y'all know, I can't filter this joint by position if y'all need me to. Just holler if you need me. Next up, 7th pick, Las Vegas Raiders. Geraldo will be picking on for the
And we're
Raiders.
gonna go with a corner from Illinois, the one you have literally right there on the screen.
All right, Devin Witherspoon is the pick. Number 8 pick. Oh, I like this for us. Is the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, I like this for us. I like this a lot. The Atlanta Falcons are gonna go with Richardson. We go on Michael Vick 2.0. Get funky with me. Thank you, Geraldo. Then all thanks to you not picking him for the Colts, man.
My man was trash when he played for Florida. All of a sudden, he's gonna play great with elite level players. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
He's
I like
lucky
it,
if he
though.
gets picked up on the 3rd round. He's not a 1st round pick.
You bugging.
You're bugging.
You bugging. So you tell me right now, is he gonna be a bust?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know about that. But I like the pick for the Falcons, nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? But let's go. Number 9 pick, Chicago Bears are on the clock.
All right, man. So the Chicago Bears could go a couple ways here. They could go edge rusher or they could go O-line. I think they got to go O-line here and protect my man Justin Fields. So I think they go with my guy out of Northwestern. I'm going to butcher the last name, so I'm going to just call my man Peter. Scrub, if you can help me out with that one. Peter, yeah,
Peter
that's who they're going with. Skoronski. There we go. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of him, as many know. He's the short arm, the T-Rex lineman. So he might have some trouble in the league. But I think this is who the Bears will go with, man. From what I've read and what I've seen, the Bears do like him, and I think they got to go with someone here to protect Justin Fields.
All right, I like that pick. All right.
Who's next?
The Eagles are next. Hold on, my bad. I'm having a little technical difficulty here.
You're already on the clock. You only got 30 seconds left. We're doing.
And the
Chill out.
Eagles forfeit their pick.
Number 10 pick, my bad. Number 10 pick for the Eagles is going to be Bijan Robinson. We looking at Jalen.
No,
knew that was coming.
I didn't see that shit.
Bijan Robinson, we was looking at Jalen Carter, but he went off the board. We was going best available player here. We're all about talent. We was in the Super Bowl last season, and we looking for the best overall player, and we see a game changer with Bijan Robinson, and we're not afraid. We do value the position. Bryce, we dropped a second rounder on Miles Sanders. We was going to draft Christian McCaffrey, but we didn't have the chance to. And, we was trying to get Dalvin Cook in the second round. So let that be known that we value running backs over here. But only on cheap contracts. So there you go. Bijan Robinson is the pick. Also, we don't want Dallas to pick him. So we ain't messing around with that. We ain't doing that twice. Tennessee Titans are on the clock.
Okay, so this is a tough one because the Titans were not expecting a quarterback to be on the board here. So with the number 11 pick to stop the slide, the Titans select C.J. Stroud.
No, I picked him second.
Oh, my bad.
Him second.
Yeah.
Another forfeit pick.
Dang.
Yeah, you my bad. This is the board right here.
Lettuce.
Paris Johnson Jr. I thought we had a quarterback. My bad. I was a little hyped. You know what I'm saying?
Levis not a quarterback?
Yeah. I was a little thrown off by some of the earlier picks.
Paris Johnson?
Yeah. Paris Johnson, offensive tackle.
All right. Texans, Big Rome, you on the clock again.
All right, so the Texans' second pick in the first round, second pick in the top 15.
Was C.J. Stroud was the first pick.
And the Texans can't miss on these two picks, man. These are going to be two huge picks for DeMeco Ryans. I think with the first pick, he's going to get his QB. The second pick, he's a defensive guy, so he goes defense. And I think he takes Nolan Smith out of Georgia, the edge rusher. They need somebody that's going to set the tone down there. And I think this pick in the long run will be a better pick for the Texans than their original pick that we made, number 2 overall. But we'll see how that pans out in the years to come.
All right, I like that pick, Nolan Smith, man. Definitely elite edge rusher. We shall see. Number 13 pick goes to the Green Bay Packers via the New York Jets trade. Aaron Rodgers. Geraldo, you on the clock.
And we're going to continue the trend that Green Bay hasn't yet learned from. Instead of picking defense as what they're going to do this year, the most likely pick they're going to do is going to be Myles Murphy from Clemson.
All right, I do like that pick, actually, for them. I do like that pick for them. New England Patriots on the clock, 14th pick.
The 14th pick, the 2023 NFL Draft. The good mister on behalf of the New England Patriots selects DeJuan Jones, tackle, Ohio State. DeJuan Jones is one of those physical specimen type tackles that I think ends up going to a team like the Patriots who are going to be able to develop them in a way that that most teams wouldn't want to mold the clay per se. They already got 6'8" Trent Brown on the left side. Now you add 6'8" DeJuan Jones on the right side, and you're looking at one of the toughest O-lines. That was the Patriots' biggest problem last year. The quarterback took all the flack, but that offensive line was terrible, man. The left side held up. The right side was Swiss cheese. They brought in Riley Reef, but he's, that man almost 40 now. So I expect him just to be there to try to compete for a job and not to be, penciled in. So I'm going with DeJuan Jones for the Patriots.
All right, I'm not mad at that pick at all. Offensive linemen are coming off the board. New York Jets have the 15th pick, and that trend will continue for the New York Jets. We're going to go with Darnell Wright out of Tennessee. We need to shore up that offensive line and protect that that bad man Aaron Rodgers. We just get somebody a lot of draft capital to make sure that we got Aaron Rodgers, and we need to make sure he stands upright. You feel me? Number 16 pick, Washington Commanders is on the clock. Representing on behalf of Commanders is Rome.
Hey, before I go, I gotta say I love that pick for the Jets. Darnell Wright to the Jets sounds like a money pick to me. All right, real quick. So the Commanders is 16th. Darnell Wright was someone that I think that the Commanders will certainly have their eyes on. I definitely have my eyes on him. But I think if he's not on the board, the Commanders got to go defense. A lot of weapons in the NFC East, a lot of firepower at receivers. So they're gonna go Joey Porter Jr. At corner to shore up the secondary here. They already got an elite pass rush with a top defensive line, all top picks on the D line. So you gotta get some top picks on the back end to even out that defense.
Okay, we like that pick. Like that pick for y'all. The number 17 pick belongs to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers on the clock, you guys. Took a lot of my guys off the board. I was expecting to come home. So it looks like this is going to be tough, man. I would be calling the trade back if I was the Steelers at this point. But I guess we got to go with Deontay Banks, man. Maryland, we're going to go corner. Going to go corner back to back. Steelers, man, they need some help in that entire defense, secondary especially. Merlin kid doesn't have to go far, a couple hours down the road. 4.3 speed, 42-inch vertical, athletic freak. So, if you pair T.J. Watt with some guys that can cover, that's half the battle on defense.
I like that. All right, number 18 pick, man. One of the couple teams with 2 first-round picks, man. Bryce, you the draft expert. The Detroit Lions, man, they're in need of a face build. They rebuilding. So that's why I gave you one of the 2 picks. Now I wanted you to have power in this draft. Who are the Lions picking, man?
I'm not gonna lie, this was a tough one right here. The way the draft board goes, man. I had a couple guys that I had my eye on here. But with the 18th pick on behalf of the Detroit Lions, the good Mr. selects Kalijah Kancey out of Pittsburgh. There was once upon a time there was a defensive tackle out of Pittsburgh that people said was undersized, wasn't big enough to play the position, wasn't strong enough, and what ended up happening? That man ended up dropping. About 3 or 4 defensive players of the year later, a championship ring to show for it. Now we all know him by Aaron Donald, right? I'm not saying that Kancey is Aaron Donald. But what I'm saying is he has some traits like Aaron Donald, and I don't think people are going to let him drop as low. Don't get me wrong, he's not the prospect Aaron Donald was coming into the draft, but I don't think he's going to drop lower than his current stock like Aaron Donald seemed to. So I think Kancey goes here to the Lions. With the first pick, I gave them an edge rusher. Now I'm giving them a defensive tackle. This defense should be solidified for the foreseeable future. And the Lions should be in good hands. Thanks to the good mister.
All right, good mister doing the Lord's work with the Detroit Lions, man. They need it. They've been trying to get right for a long time, man. Seahawks on the clock. I think that's you, T. Also gave you 2 picks, man. The Seahawks had a very, very, hand right here. 2 first-round picks after trading off old washed-up Russell Wilson. Who are the Seahawks going with this pick?
So the Seahawks got to really decide right now between Will Levi and
oh, wait, my bad. Sorry, you're not on the clock. The Buccaneers are on the clock.
Come on, Commissioner.
My bad.
Hey, Commissioner, he got him in a trick bag.
So who's doing this Buck pick?
You got drug tested Commissioner.
I'm gonna fail. G, you picking for the Buccaneers?
Give me Will Lewis, man. Because I want me to draft a fucking quarterback.
What do we do with these names, bro? Because T called him Levi. Dude, G called him Lewis.
What is it?
Hold up, bro. What's going on, bro?
So what the fuck is his name?
What's going on, bro?
Levis.
Levis.
Yeah, Levis.
Like a Levi guy.
Like
Man,
Krevish.
same
But
Levi.
All right, my bad.
This guy G doubles down with the Lewis though, like just took it a step further, bro.
Fuck it. We're halfway there. We're halfway there, fellas. Halfway there.
Oh man. All right, T, my bad. Now you on the clock. You ain't
All right.
picking Will. You ain't picking You ain't picking Levi.
Levi was but I think this is a surprise pick. I think people are going to expect the Seahawks to go defense here or O-line because God knows they can use both, especially O-line. But I think this is where I start to look and say Golden Tate's 30, 31, 32. I don't know. He's old. He's getting ready to go, right? So DK needs a partner. I think the Seattle Seahawks select Jackson Smith. How you pronounce that? I don't want to mess that up. Njigba. There we go.
Oh, interesting pick.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Didn't see that coming. Okay. It's very high, very, very valued pick, though. I mean, he fell on the board big time. All right, number 21 pick, LA Chargers. And that's Bryce.
Oh man, that one snuck up on me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I didn't know I had the Chargers pick, but over here ready to make a whole nother pick. But that's cool, man, because the Chargers' needs to me are quite obvious, are they not? So with the what number is this? With the 21st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Zay Flowers, wide receiver, Boston College.
Okay, got to run on receivers.
Well, we know every quarterback needs a receiver, right? And we know that Justin Herbert is an ascending quarterback. But guess what? His receivers, they're starting to get up there in age just a tad bit. And infusing that situation with some youth, I think should be one of the number one goals for the Chargers in this draft. Do they address it round one? Maybe not. But if they do, with Zay Flowers, they're getting the number 2 receiver on my board after Jackson Smith and Njigba. And I think he may have a little more potential as a more versatile receiver than Smith and Njigba is. So we'll see how that pans out down the line. But that's my pick for the Chargers.
All right, that's a good pick, man. Gotta respect that pick. All right, with the number 22 pick, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. And I will be picking for the Baltimore Ravens. Man, this is a tough pick right here. Because there's actually some real value on the board. And, I'm going to stay true to our philosophy here in Baltimore. Damn. It's really hard to not pick a receiver right here. But I'm going to stay true to our philosophy in Baltimore. And we're going to go with the defensive guy. We're going to go Lucas Van Ness, edge rusher out of Iowa. We just lost Calais Campbell because we got to give Lamar Jackson that bag. Matter of fact, we broke over here. So, you know what I'm saying? We got re-up on the edge rushers.
Yeah, he fell pretty low in this draft, man. I got the Vikings next, and we were looking at him. But now that he's just been taken, the Vikings got to shore up that secondary. So we're gonna go Emmanuel Forbes here. Emmanuel. Well, hold on. Scroll back up, bro.
Nah, buddy. You already submitted your pick to the commissioner, buddy.
No, I didn't, buddy, because I didn't realize we still got people on the board here that haven't been picked.
Hey, bro, you gotta keep track of the board, man.
You fucked.
You submitted that pick. You dropped
Nah. All right, we're good. We'll go Emmanuel Forbes. We got some people dropping in this draft. That's kind of wild. But yeah, we'll go Emmanuel Forbes here, Minnesota Vikings.
All right. I would have took the pick back, but hey, I can't do it now. The Jaguars are on the clock.
Well, the Jaguars had intent by fighting to keep by fighting with the league to make sure that the Vikings' original pick counted. Because we did indeed have some draft intel on the Vikings war room. And we know they were debating between two players. They were debating between Emmanuel Forbes and Christian Gonzalez. And for us, Christian Gonzalez was the top corner on our board. So, in the Jaguars war room, we really had to fight for this. And with the 24th pick, the Jaguars, by way of the good mister, select Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of Oregon. And on my personal board, though, I actually got Emmanuel Forbes over Christian Gonzalez. But I think that the teams, the NFL teams are gonna eat. They're gonna love Christian Gonzalez's film, man. He got a lot of picks too in college. Emmanuel Forbes got more, but Christian Gonzalez has, he's a little bigger. Emmanuel Forbes a little undersized. I think both of them though, man, like that's two tough cornerbacks. I kind of prefer Forbes, so I think Rome actually made a good pick. But this corner draft is crazy, man. I was telling you guys, before the draft, I think if you don't select the corner, if your team doesn't select the corner this year, in rounds 1 through 7, they lost out, man. I really believe that.
All right, like that pick. We might be looking back on that as a Justin Jefferson, Jalen Reagor type situation. This goes down in the gas history books. Rome was fumbling the pick right there. New York Giants. Speaking of fumbling the pick, New York Giants are on the clock.
Hey, damn, bro.
Yo, how about you hold my nuts? You heard? You fucking homer. Talking about Robinson. He ain't fucking going to you fucking bums. But let me get Dante Banks from Maryland. Corner.
He's already drafted.
I could have went receiver on this, but we still need defensive help. We did get ourselves a nice little tight end from Las Vegas Raiders.
Deontay Banks isn't on the board, my man.
Ah, fuck. Wait, who got you fucking cunts? So let me get Jordan Addison, receiver from USC. Pretty nice guy. He's pretty small receiver. He's great running skills. Pretty nice guy, man. Pretty good. Great running skills. Undersized a little bit, pause.
Oh, man.
But the Giants need some receiving help, so they're fucking why not? You know what? I'm throwing a dart on this motherfucker. Hopefully he does something great with his life.
No, I like that pick.
Hey, we could have drafted Rieger, whatever the fuck the Eagles drafted. So talking about fumbling picks, right?
I feel you. That was good.
Fucking bums.
That was good. All right. I like that pick actually better than the original pick. But go ahead, T. I think you're on behalf of the Cowboys.
Okay. Who was that last pick? I don't think he was on our board. He was from the University of Southern California. It was like a lot of UCSs.
You see something. I don't know. You see something. Did you see?
They found a gem on our board. with what is that? The 26th pick. The Dallas Cowboys, man, they're gonna do something here that people aren't expecting. They fell in love with the draft crush, and it's gonna be Darnell Washington, tight end from Georgia. Dalton Schultz is gone. You need a guy that can block. He essentially can play tackle, but he can run out there and catch passes. So that fills a big void in the Cowboys offense that looks to score a lot of points this season. So you got a security blanket for a guy that needs to have a good season this year.
All right, I like that. The Buffalo Bills are on the clock.
With the 27th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills, by way of the good mister, select Michael Mayer, tight end, Penn State. Here comes a run on tight ends this time, man.
Oh, we let him fall down this late in the draft?
The Bills, are in need of one more weapon. They've been in need of one more weapon for a little minute now. They've tried to do it with a running back, and they just haven't been able to find a guy. They've drafted running backs for like 3 straight years with at least a third round pick or better. They started with Singletary, then they got Zach Moss. Now they're trying out the boy from Georgia, Dalvin Cook, little brother. I can't remember his first name, right? James Cook, maybe. Yeah, now they're trying James Cook. They can't figure it out with running back. And don't get me wrong, the running backs are good enough, but none of them have been a legit weapon yet. I think this time they tried with tight end. They've always got good tight end production. What's the boy name? Croft, right? And
Got Devin Knox.
Knox. That's it.
Dalton Knox.
Dalton Knox, solid. Solid to pretty good tight end. But I think if you get a dynamic guy in there, Michael Mayer, maybe they decide Dalton Kincaid over Mayer. Give Josh Allen that next level weapon. Try to set him up with that Travis Kelce type situation.
All right. I mean, we got to run on tight ends. Number 28 pick. Bengals. They need a tight end. Who
And Nick and Bryce just said the guy that I wanted because clearly I forgot about my guy from Notre Dame. Wow, I forgot he was still on the board. What the Flocka? Flocka this one.
Kincaid?
Yeah, man, I'm bugging the fuck out on this one, yo. But now Kincaid, man, he had a pretty decent senior year last year. But damn, you had the draft stealer tonight. Fuck, Bryce. I want to rob you now. Where you at, man? You gotta stick you up. Some bullshit.
All right, so who you picking?
He
Kincaid?
just said, yeah, Kincaid, man, the third best tight end out of this draft, man.
All right. I like that pick. All right, next up, New Orleans Saints. Is that correct?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping that Kincaid fell one more spot to the Saints, but since he didn't, we're gonna draft for need, and need is edge rusher, so we're gonna go Will McDonald here.
Will McDonald. We like that pick. All right, Philadelphia Eagles. This is a dream scenario for the Eagles. We were considering potentially picking Brian Branch at the 10th pick, but it was a little early. We were hoping we did our due diligence on Brian Branch, filling in the needs that we lost for Carter Johnson, and we're going Brian Branch, man. We feel like he's got Minkah Fitzpatrick type of potential. Chiefs are on the clock with the final pick.
The final pick. The Chiefs need an edge rusher. So they got to beef up that defense. The offense is explosive enough. I think the Chiefs could go a lot of ways here, but I think they want to go Miles Murphy. Is he?
No, he's off the board.
I took him.
Dang. All right.
He might have been like a top 10 pick.
All right. So
13.
All right. So we're going with Luke Van Ness, Iowa.
He's gone too.
He was gone too, yeah.
Hey, just so you know, this right here, this column right here, this is all the available players.
All right, show me the edge. Where the edge guys?
He just pick an edge at the edge.
We going to edge.
No, I feel him. It's the last one. Here's the available edge rushers.
Yeah. That look like somebody right there. Felix.
It is though. Yeah.
Man, 6'3", 255. The guy's got one of the best bends in the draft, man. Don't act like I don't know my guys, man.
All right, 6'3", 255, but that was not on the screen.
Good hip swivel. Don't act like I don't know my guys, man.
Look. Yeah. He legit. That's my dog.
All right.
Actually, bro, that was a great pick, T. That's one of my sleepers in the whole draft, bro. He gonna be a problem in the league, bro. I think he gonna be a 10, 12 sack dude, bro. Great guy.
Hey,
I don't think he's on in the first round though, but the way this draft shook out,
I don't think he is either. But bro, he got the long arms, man. He got the long arms, and he plays a lot bigger than what he is. He reminds me of Justin Houston, bro.
that's a good comp.
Yeah, I'll be watching him. He reminds me of Justin Houston. I think he got that motor too. He gonna be nice. He'll be nice.
Hey, so I asked this in the pre-show, right? About Robinson, about him being potentially the best player in the whole draft, right? And how the running backs have been devalued. Scruff took him at 10 with the Eagles. Scruff, you've been big on devaluing running backs and saying, they're pretty much three years and done. So tell me what was behind the thought process of this pick?
All right. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but let me educate you a little bit about contracts. You feel me? Older players tend to get more money. Younger players get paid less money. Rookie deals, cap friendly. Right now, we've committed less money to the cap. We chose not to extend the guy who we got on a rookie deal. Miles Sanders, a second rounder. We kept him in our system, our farm system, and we feel good. We got Kenneth Gainwell, who's another guy that we got in like the 5th rounder, cheap contract. Then we just picked up Rashad Penny, prove it deal, and then we got Bijan Robinson, a workhorse running back, with on a rookie deal, and who's in his prime. We feel like this is like a jump in the car and go type of situation. Puts us over the top too.
The only way the Eagles make that pick is if somebody, the whole org had to fall in love with the guy, because that's not a need.
I would say it is a need, but it's one of two teams that have just took him out for in-person interview.
Right.
Only one or two.
So let me ask you a question as a fan. If you add them to the roster, do you beat the Chiefs?
I think it gives us an element that the Chiefs don't have. I'd say we're better in the backfield than the Chiefs. I could say that we're better than the Chiefs in the backfield if we have Bijan Robinson.
So the answer is no. All right.
Hey man, I mean, the only way I'm not going. I mean, I don't know. I feel good about my chances. I felt good about our chances regardless. But.
All right, how many QBs did we have in the first round? Three or four?
We didn't have too many, huh?
Yeah, we drafted all the QBs.
Tried to draft.
Yeah, Bryce Young,
Hooker didn't go.
Strong. Yeah, and
then
Tampa. I put Tampa for Will.
Hold up. So let's start from the top, man. Let's see. Does everybody agree on the first pick?
Yes, the obvious pick. Yes.
Okay. CJ Stroud 2 off the board.
I think CJ Stroud gonna end up dropping, yo.
They're already saying he's dropping.
I think he is the second best quarterback in the draft, personally, but I think that the Texans don't like him, so he's gonna end up sliding. But I don't think he goes past 4.
So if he slides, who the Texans take?
Yeah, who they take then? Because I don't see how they pass on a QB.
Do they trade back?
Maybe.
Yes.
Who goes up to get him? Like who goes up to that spot? Quarterback.
I don't think if they can't get the trade on the second round, I think they pick a position player. So who else was the need?
I think the Raiders move up from 7 to 2.
What about the Colts? You don't see the Colts moving up?
If the Colts move up, I see them go for Will Levis. I think the
Colts won't stay at 4 and get Levis.
Yeah.
Maybe, but if you sold on them, you don't stay at 4. If you sold on a quarterback, you go up.
But they can't go up. Because Texans ain't going to trade.
They can't just pass on a QB. So if they move back, they got to be moving back knowing they're going to get their guy.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Maybe their guy's Hendon Hooker.
I'm not sure the Texans are sold on anybody after Bryce Young.
Maybe. I don't think so either.
They got a defensive coach. You know what I'm saying? He might want to start with a defensive stalwart.
If Jalen Carter doesn't get in trouble, like that's the pick.
Yeah.
Probably.
Still could. Will Anderson could still be that too. But if they do go quarterback, maybe they go Anthony Richardson and shock everybody.
That wouldn't be a crazy pick for them.
Because I don't see Anthony Richardson getting past the Seahawks, bro. I don't see that happening.
You think Seahawks pick Anthony Richardson? Even with Geno, okay.
As good as Geno played, bro. I don't see Anthony Richardson getting past Pete Carroll, bro.
Geno's like a top 5 quarterback in the NFC right now.
Yeah, for sure. And he can be that for the next. He can be that for the next season while Anthony Richardson marinate.
Yeah,
as soon as that boy ready, let him go.
So we did have Will go in the first round. So we have 5 total QBs. So is that how we're ranking the QBs? Bryce Young, CJ, Anthony, and then Will?
No. Look, I'm gonna go out on a ledge by myself here, and I've got a lot of flack from this from various people. I think CJ Stroud is the best quarterback in this draft.
I mean, I could see why you would say that.
Bro bomb, whatever quarterback tested.
I heard he scored. I heard he scored very poorly on the analyzing test. On the test, he didn't test well.
I mean, look, I all your standardized tests, your systemic racism and all that, you can keep. We're trying to score touchdowns, buddy.
I hear you. I mean, maybe it sounds like he's just a stiff. I don't know. We'll see.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like the Kevin Durant thing when he couldn't bench. and Kevin Durant told him, I'm just dribbling the fucking ball. The fuck I need to be benching. I think
No,
it's the
but
same
this
thing
is
when it comes to this quarterback shit.
in order to play quarterback, you have to process. You have to be able to process
Bruh.
defenses. You have to be able to process information. You have to be able to see things on the fly. It's not like bench pressing.
The way
A quarterback just got paid crazy money with Arizona where they told him, yo, study the playbook. And he signed a contract talking about, I didn't know that was on my contract. Quarterbacks don't read shit anyways.
I'll say one thing about the two quarterbacks. Like
Kyler Murray also
I
didn't
think
score well on that test, though.
Yeah, and look, Kyler Murray got paid.
Will Levis gonna end
He's
up
not
being
good.
a good quarterback, yo. And I think that he's getting a lot of heat right now, bro. But like, I don't know, bro. You watch his tape, even at Penn State, man. He wasn't the best then, but you watch his recent tape, bro. And Will Levis, he looks like he's serious, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. And so does Anthony Richardson. And I can see teams really falling in love with both of those quarterbacks, man. And those two guys going higher. I see the project quarterback becoming a new thing, bro. Especially because like Josh Allen's having so much success right now, and you can see Josh Allen and Will Levis. Like you can see some of that in them. You know what I'm saying? And same with Anthony Richardson.
That's what you're buying into, the dream that you can turn a guy that has accuracy issues into an quarterback. I watched Josh Allen kind of change his throwing motion, working his mechanics, so it's possible, but I don't want to pick a guy based on he might be the next already guy.
Yeah, but I do feel you on that. But I look at it like it doesn't work if it's like a Peyton Manning is the guy he's supposed to be, and you're drafting a guy like supposed to be a Peyton Manning, and he has accuracy issues. You know what I'm saying? When you're drafting these guys like Will Levis, who was a physical freak, and Anthony Richardson, like we would be talking if there was no Anthony Richardson, we would be talking about how much of a physical freak Will Levis was. But because there's an Anthony Richardson, it's like Will Levis don't look like such a, you know what I'm saying? But Will Levis is basically testing like Josh Allen. You feel me? He's looking like Josh Allen 2.0 testing wise, throw speed wise, like, and I don't know, bro. I think teams gonna jump on that, bro. Early. I see both those players going in the top 5.
All right,
It
so
wouldn't
Bryce,
shock me if Bryce Young doesn't go first. I wouldn't be like totally.
Yo,
shocked.
did you guys hear about the rumor that there was a Reddit post? Apparently it said something along the lines of Will Levis has been telling his family members that the Panthers are gonna pick him first, and it caused a surge in the draft odds with Vegas. His odds went from like I think it was like 40 or 50 to 1 to like 4 to 1.
All right, well, think about it like this, bro. They just hired the dude from the Colts, right? Formerly with the Eagles, right?
Yeah, Frank Wright.
Frank Wright. You know what type of quarterback he likes, bro. Think about his quarterback in the past.
Carson Wentz.
Big, strong, run.
Right. Andrew Luck, right?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a mold. Bryce Young don't fit that, in my opinion. Bryce Young don't really fit that. Will Levis does to me. And on top of that, they traded a whole lot to get to 1, right? Bruh, what do they have at Carolina, dog? Like, if you trade that much to get to 1, I feel like you're expecting to take a quarterback that's going to do it all, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're taking Bryce Young, like, you're supposed to have some pieces around Bryce Young. You're supposed to have – they traded the house. Like, that tells me it's like either Anthony Richardson or Will Levis, bruh. Because y'all traded the house, like, all we need is this quarterback. He's all we need. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Bryce Young.
You don't think it's gonna be Bryce Young? You don't think Bryce is gonna be the number 1 pick?
I'm worried for him, bro. I don't want to go on record and be like I'm not. I can see it happening.
Come on, stop being such a punk.
I don't think it's number 1.
So you go on. So say what you want to say. What you so scared of?
I don't think the Panthers are gonna. I think he deserves to be number 1. I don't think the Panthers are gonna select him, bro.
So who you think they're gonna take?
I think they're gonna take Will Levis or Anthony Richardson.
But if you had to pick between both of those, who you picking?
Well, I think it's gonna be Will Levis.
The coach that's running the show, I'm gonna take Will Levis.
All right, Will Levis it is.
No, I mean,
so maybe there's some smoke to the fire.
Because like, bro, if it was when it was Kyler Murray to the Cardinals, it kind of made more sense. Like, bro, Bryce Young is a runner, but Bryce Young is not a, you know what I'm saying? He's not Lamar Jackson type of runner, or you know, he's not like, I don't see them selling the whole farm for Bryce Young like that. I don't know, bro. If it was the Texans, I would have probably thought it would be Bryce Young.
I think the problem is Bryce Young's size, right? When he's a small quarterback, and when you think about it, right, who's the best small quarterback ever?
Drew Brees.
Maybe Drew. Maybe. What's he got? One Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, he won the
Yes,
chip.
sir.
I think the odds are definitely in your favor when you take a bigger, more athletic guy. They can just see the field. You know what I'm saying? Outside of accuracy or anything else, bro. A big guy does not need to move to see passing lanes, right? Smaller guys, the Russ, the Breeze, Jeff Garcias of the world, they kind of gotta need a certain system. So I kind of buy what Bryce is selling.
Didn't Russ? How many Super Bowl appearances did Russ have? Didn't
Russell Wilson.
Didn't they say Joe Burrow's hands were too small or something, and he's already been in the AFC Championship like 2-3 times? I don't know.
Yeah, no, and I'm with you though, Rome. That's why, it's like I'm predicting out what I think the Panthers will do, not what I think about these players. I think Bryce Young is legit. You know what I'm saying?
So, Bryce, give me your top 3 QBs in the draft in order.
I'll probably go Bryce Young 1, and then probably I like Hendon Hooker. I'll probably go Will Levis 2. And I'll probably go Hendon Hooker 2. One I go Bryce Young, 2 I go Hendon Hooker, and then 3 I'll take Anthony Richardson. Then I go Will Levis, and then I go CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud scares me, bro.
Hey, so real quick, let's talk about these corners, because everybody knows the heavy corner draft. How many do we have going in the first round? Like 6 or 7? Y'all think we got that right? I feel like Christian Gonzalez fell a little low for us. I think Bryce mentioned it. The NFL scouts and GMs seem to love him. I think he's going to go a little bit higher. Me personally, I forgot his name was on the board. I probably would have taken him at a different spot. But what are y'all thinking, man? It's heavy corner draft, man. So did we get it right?
I think we had 6 in the first round, but yeah, I think we did pretty well.
I think the total amount, yeah, but where they landed, no. Personally,
probably.
I think this is a lot because when there's a lot of talent, like you don't necessarily have to take one early, right? Like when it's top heavy, you got to get a guy early because there's going to be a gap. But I think you might see a run on tackles or linemen, like linemen, before you see 6 corners come off the board.
Well, we did though, kind of, because we've seen tackle there, tackle, and then corner. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's not too crazy. 6 just feels like a lot of corners, man.
I think
but if you think about it,
but teams low key need corners because of these heavy wide receiver drafts the past couple years.
Super heavy.
I think teams might try to wait on corner. I think it might play out kind of how we had it. I think Devin Witherspoon went kind of earlier than he might, because I think teams are going to try to wait on that corner position because it's so deep, bro. You're going to feel like, you know what I mean? Why get this guy now that we're so rated closely to the guy that's going to go in the second or third round? You know what I mean? I think there's going to be a lot of that with the corner. So we might see corners that like really got first round grades drop to third round, second, third round. Unless we see an early run.
Yeah, because I went corner for the Commanders, but I want to say Scruff had picked Darnell Wright right before that, and that was originally who I was going to go with. So, I mean, and that's because I felt like what Bryce and T basically been saying is I feel like they could scoop a corner in the second round, and it'll probably still be really good if not great. So.
One interesting thing about the corners in this draft is the size of the corners in this draft, man. You got like 6'4", multiple 6'4" corners. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often does that happen? And I think that will be very interesting. You talk about a guy like Cam Smith from South Carolina. I'm surprised he didn't go in the first round because I think he's got first round corner written all over him, man. This guy might go top 15 for real.
And then I have one more question for you fellas too, man. The tight ends, the way that we had them fall, Dalton Kincaid seems to be, the media darling of the tight end draft class. But we had him go last in the first. So what's up with that?
I don't know. They all did good. They went 3 in a row though. That was interesting.
My thing is Michael Mayer, bro. He was playing like he was a receiver the one last year when he was in Notre Dame. I caught a couple of his games. Notre Dame won a lot of majority because of this guy. I think he goes top 15 in my opinion. He's one of those tight end where he just pops out on the screen. Those games that I watched him in Notre Dame, I was pretty impressed.
He's a good player. It's going to be tough for teams to take any tight end over him. But I did like whoever grabbed Darnell Washington. I did like that because Darnell Washington, man, on running plays, he's going to be like a 6 offensive lineman, bro. Dude, like 6'7", 265, 270, bro. Like, that's like almost like having an extra tackle, man. And you put that guy goes to a running team. Don't let him go to a team like the Chiefs that already run with tight ends a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got Kelsey and then Darnell Washington on the same line. You feel me? Like, that's going to be dangerous.
Shit.
Well, that's why I slide.
I was on a lot.
For as much as the Cowboys want to throw the ball, they do want to run the ball, and who knows what's going to happen with Zeke. So a guy that can put his hand in the dirt and move some bodies, man, that's valuable in this era where like defensive ends and linebackers are getting smaller and smaller.
So I got a question. Do we see Lamar Jackson get traded during this draft?
No.
Good question, G.
No.
We got 2 no's.
I'm gonna say no as well. Yeah.
3 no's.
Like who's going to move the earth to go get Lamar? And
The reason I'm gonna say no is because they've had so much time to get some type of deal done. Why did it take all the way to draft night? If you weren't willing to give up a first round pick before, I don't know what's all of a sudden changing now.
let me say, I mean, you guys have loved Lamar Jackson since draft days, maybe since college. I've had a different outlook on him. So you tell me, man, which one of you fantasy GMs would trade to take Lamar Jackson right now?
I think if you're the Lions, you make that move. You have draft capital, and on top of that, you could trade off Goff and send him to Baltimore. So Baltimore doesn't just get draft capital, but they also get a quarterback that's legit. That they want. They want a pocket passer, so you're gonna get one. So why not?
I think if I'm the Falcons GM, I would just why get Anthony Richardson where you can get Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. But he part of the old boys club, so he's not trying to go get Lamar Jackson.
But I mean that makes the most sense, right? If the Falcons are really taking a serious look at Anthony Richardson and he's there, it makes the most sense in the world to go get Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson's going to give you everything that Anthony Richardson can do. But way better
or better.
Go to Atlanta, be in the same situation he is in Baltimore with a worse defense and
a worse offensive line.
Worse receiver.
Better yet, Atlanta could be sitting there on the board at 8, and all the quarterbacks, all the quarterbacks could be off the board 1, 2, 3, 4 type shit. And they sitting there at 8 with no quarterback, then you would die. Then you know what I'm saying?
Don't forget. They came out and said they're rolling with Desmond Ridder this year. I don't know how truthful that was, but we shall see after this draft.
That's what I was about to say, man. Atlanta, let's keep it all the way funky. Atlanta, whatever they do, they're gonna fumble it because they're already fumbling Desmond Ridder. They're already looking at another quarterback. If they're in on Lamar in any way, then that just lets me know that they're desperate and they don't really have a good plan. I think it's a long shot, but if anything happens draft night with Lamar, it'll be with the Colts. But I think it's a long shot. I think it's a long shot.
Happening. Lamar Jackson will be playing for the Baltimore Ravens next season.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. They're smoothing over the relationship right now.
I don't think you can smooth that over.
No, you can't.
You think Baltimore
not even by bringing in OBJ?
No.
Nah.
You think Baltimore will go quarterback in this draft?
What pick they have? Oh, they have 22?
I could have picked Hendon Hooker there. I like Lamar Jackson though. So
They could
I wasn't.
back, but second, third round maybe. But at the same time, like your current quarterback, right? If you don't count Lamar Jackson, you just had a Pro Bowl quarterback. Now I don't whether he should be in or not. Neither here nor there. But the quarterback, Pro Bowl. So if you're telling me you're going to get a rookie back, good luck.
I say this, right? The only way the Baltimore Ravens smooth this over with Lamar Jackson if they either draft a receiver or a tight end. And that's how you know they're going to pay Lamar. But if they draft another defensive player, they just expect Lamar to move by the time preseason begins.
Hey, here you go, Scruff. They asked Robinson if he could play with any QB of his choice, and you know what his answer was? Jalen Hurts.
That makes the most sense for him, right?
Who, Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, Bijan Robinson. They asked him if he could play with any QB, he picked Jalen Hurts. So,
bro, that's the right answer. That's the politically correct
I love that answer.
It's a good answer. I would obviously hate it, but it's a good fit.
Politically correct because that's the first team that needs a running back.
Sense.
No one else is going to draft a running back. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
Whatever.
I thought about it with Chicago.
Maybe because they'd be a fucking. Imagine defending that shit. Imagine running a read option with them boys. It'd
be like RG3 and Alfred Morris all over again.
I thought about it hard with Chicago, but mostly it was just the spite Scruff because I knew we wanted him at 10, and I felt like the Peter pick was the smarter, more mature pick that the Bears should actually go with.
The T-Rex arm? Fuck out of here. He's not gonna help nobody.
Who on this board do we think isn't going in the first round?
I don't think it's a receiver. It's probably a receiver. I don't think the last pick, he ain't going in the first. Felix ain't making it to the first.
Yeah, T2 a penny in the pond.
Will McDonald, I don't know if he makes it to the first.
Everybody I drafted is a dog every year on every draft.
Cap.
I think besides that, everyone else.
I don't think Broderick Jones goes in the top 5 nor the top 10.
Broderick Jones going in the teens. I'll tell you that much.
DeJuan Jones might not make it into the first either, but if people were smart, he would.
I don't think we see 3 tight ends in the first.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
I agree with that.
First, but I think if you want to make a big splash and you're looking for a superstar, like forget what the board says, go with the guy that no one else can do what he does.
Yeah, it's good philosophy.
Yeah, facts. That's why I picked Bijan Robinson.
If you're saying that, then I think a tight end goes in the top 10, in the top 15. Then, because I don't think that the Raiders are going to draft Michael Mayers.
Could be right. Well, I'll say this, man. We definitely set a record for fastest mock draft in the history of gas, bro. Because mock drafts last a day and a half. We got through it in under an hour. The last few minutes has been us talking the recap a little bit. But I want people to chime in a little bit, man. We're gonna post this graphic right here of our mock draft. I want to hear what people got to say about it, man. How do you think we did for your team? I don't know, man. These teams with multiple first round picks looks like they got some good picks. I like what I did for the Lions, but I mean I did it, so of course I'm gonna like it.
I like what I did. Yeah, I like what I did.
I like that too. That's a good 1-2 punch you brought in.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate my Giants pick.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I like
you hate a lot of the Giants picks. That's on brand. That's on brand for the Giants for you to hate the pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say whoever they pick on Thursday, you're gonna feel the same way you do right now.
He gonna be
no, because last year I was happy with my picks. I was happy with my offensive line and my DN. I was more surprised that we were able to get that DN, our DN.
I
And
swear
now-
you kept saying you wanted a receiver, bro. All you was talking about was how you wanted a receiver, how you wanted a
Yeah,
receiver.
but I
how you
don't
wanted a
like these
receiver.
receivers, man. Because you know who I
No,
thought
I'm
was
talking
gonna.
about last year. Last year.
Oh
you
yeah,
were
last
saying
year I wanted a receiver last year, but this year I don't like these receivers. I like the receivers from next year that are coming out next year, like Marvin Jones Jr. I want him.
Marvin Jones Jr.
Is it the third? I can't remember.
Marvin Jones Jr. is in the NFL right now, bro.
No, the one from
Oh,
Ohio
you're talking about
State.
Harrison, Marvin Harrison.
Oh, Maris Harrison. My bad. I want the kid from Ohio State, man. I think he's gonna be electrifying, man. Because when he was during the college playoff, man, the kid was nasty.
He was though. He was cool. He nice.
You guys know I'm bad with names, man. Shit, I don't even remember my name sometimes. Fuck, I call Nick Bryce sometimes when I call him. Fuck.
Hey man, well, that's why you can just always refer to me as the good mister, aka Mr. Big Leaguer, man. Hey, good stuff tonight though, fellas, man. Like I said, man, I want to hear the folks, man. Tap in, let us know how we did for your team. Keep up with us, man. We're gonna be on top of the NFL draft, man. So tap in with us over these next few days on Twitter, man. Y'all got our handles. Anything else, fellas, before we get out of here?
I just want to say Miami in 5.
Oh,
I ain't mad at that.
En 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you for that, sir. We didn't know how to count to 5. Hey, but y'all know how we end each and every show, fellas. Sports for the culture.
Después de